Hello, my name is Megan and I suck at regularly posting videos, and that's the tea. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the well overdue 30-day challenge update for July. And since I'm here, I might as well touch on August and let you know what's coming in September. So, first of all, let's start with July. And I'm gonna say I am so sorry. I swear to God, I feel like it was cursed. August just started so hectically. I had to get some stuff done the first couple of weeks that kept prevent me from recording. Last week I actually sat down and recorded this whole video. So this is the second time I've recorded this. Only for me to go to edit and find out that there was an issue with the audio. So here I am to try again. Hopefully second time's the charm. That's what we're working with this week. So anyway, the No Buy July challenge. I'm just gonna come off and say it. Was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I mentioned this in the last recap, I never realized how much I actually thought about spending money. Like seriously, how often I would just be bored and go on Kohl's or go to Amazon or yeah, it is an issue. It is something I'm aware of. But overall, I will say it was a success. So, to break down my expenses for July, and I don't have enough data to tell you what is my average monthly spending for this. Let's just say based off of what I had for a few months, let's put it around $1,400, just for the sake of having a number to look at. I mean, it ranged between 12 and 18 depending on the month, but we'll just say $1,400. My expenses. So with that in mind, July, I ended with a total of $814 spent all month. And again, to clarify, this was active spending, not my bills, not stuff that I'm subscribed for like Netflix and that kind of stuff. This is stuff I actually made the decision to purchase by swiping my card or hitting add to cart or something like that. To break it down, food was the largest category, of course, as it should be for any rational person. $260 for the whole month, which is not bad. Eric and I split expenses for food most of the time, so that was my half of most of our food bills, with a couple things I bought separately for myself. And that was with me concentrating on only buying stuff I need. No snacks, no drinks, no alcohol. Yes, no alcohol. Just drank what I had at home. So the second biggest, eating out. There were a couple times where I had to pick up some fast food for one reason or another, which we will go into details with that after I go through the breakthrough. $84. General, which I categorize this as stuff that you need but doesn't need its own category, such as like deodorant or laundry soap or that kind of stuff. That was the third biggest at $78. Pets, cat food, cat litter, anything of that nature. That one's $61. Fuel was also $61 because I had to get gas to get to and from work. Health, so allergy meds, anything like that. If I can't right now, I'm classifying hand sanitizer and anything like that in my health category. So that was $57. I did have to get some work done on my car, which thank God for warranties. That was only $50 for a normally $1,300 fix. So that dodged a bullet this month for real. Seriously. So nail polish, yes. I purchased the Holo Taco nail polish collection that came out, which was the anniversary collection. Sorry, I will break for Holo. And in this case, I mean BREAK, because I broke my no spend rule for Holo. So iTunes, nail polish was $48, and that was literally just the one collection and shipping. iTunes, some of my apps, you know, I had to refresh like some services, like for my tree productivity app, which I will be covering in a future video. Also, I purchased the Hamilton soundtrack because I could not purchase the Hamilton soundtrack. There was no way that was not going to happen. Miscellaneous is stuff that I purchased that is not a need. That was $32. And let me see, what did I spend it on? Let's see. Categories. Miscellaneous. Oh yes, so $15, a total of $32. $15 was tips for the Digital Renaissance Fair. So every year we go to the Bristol Renaissance Fair. Sometimes multiple times. It is like one of my favorite things to do every year. I look forward to it all year, save up for it, and unfortunately, obviously reasons, it was canceled. So I participated in a digital Ren Fair, and I sent about $15 of tips to the performers that I usually follow when I go to a regular Renaissance Fair. So, and this is something I did want to touch on. If you guys are, every year you participate in a Renaissance Fair, in a con, and anything like that, and you've got these artists or these performers that you love to see every year, make it a point to try to support them in some way right now. Every little bit helps. Buy a print, send a donation, or a tip in this case. See if they have a YouTube channel or anything, like any little thing to help them out. Patreon, subscribe to their Patreon or something like that, because those artists are really hurting right now, and if you want to keep seeing them, we have to support them. So because I want them to come back this next year for hopefully when Bristol comes back, we got to do something now. So that was the first thing of the miscellaneous category. The second thing was Eric purchased me a Ferris wheel pen and ink set for my birthday coming in November. It was a Kickstarter, and I added a bottle of ink to the package, so I had 2 bottles of ink. So that one was almost $18. So yeah, that was it. And then the last category was crystals. All month, I only purchased one crystal, and that was this little guy. Oop. I knocked one down. It's okay, it's okay. It's still alive. I gotta be more careful. Alright, I purchased this little guy, which is a green tanzaberry, I think, or green, I don't remember exactly what they call, but I had been eyeing this since the end of May, and the seller finally did a live sale with one of these at the beginning of the month, and I've never seen it, and I wasn't going to miss it, so this was the one crystal I purchased in July. And I spent $19.40 for this guy plus shipping, or that's including the shipping. So overall, a very successful month. There are some things, or there's some things that worked and there's some things that didn't. So, first of all, I am classifying this as a success because at the end of the month, I had about $1,200 in my bank account that I split and put half into my savings account, which was one of my goals, to beef up my savings account this year. And the second amount went towards paying off some credit cards. So I'm very happy with that. Now, what worked and what didn't work? So what worked? Tracking my expenses really helped. using my tracking app every day. I have a notification set to go off every day at 9 o'clock. And this reminds me to enter my daily expenses. This kept everything front of mind and just was a daily reminder of what I was trying to achieve, and it really helped. Second thing that helped, telling other people what I was doing. Telling my fiance, telling my friends, and everybody was super supportive. Eric understood that maybe instead of going out and grabbing some food to go like we normally would, we ate more meals at home, and even a couple times he cooked for me, which was very nice. So yeah, telling other people so that they're more supportive, telling my friends, just having people hold me accountable as well. And again, another shout out for Amanda, who literally the one time I did slide into her DMs because Eric wanted to buy a crystal from her, not me. Eric wanted to buy a crystal. She told me no, and then I was like, it's for Eric, and then she was like, okay, that's okay. So people holding you accountable or holding me accountable really helped. What didn't work? Not planning meals, not planning food, like seriously. That is the singular reason why I have $80 worth of fast food, especially during that first week when I tried to live off of pretzels at work for 10 hours a day. Like I'd eat a breakfast and I'd munch on pretzels throughout the day, and then I'd eat something when I get home. No, I don't know what I was thinking. That is insane for me to think that that was something that could work. So I quickly learned that I had to plan my meals. I had to make sure I had enough food for the rest of the day, for the whole day, so that I wouldn't be tempted to grab the fast food on the way home. Yeah, not planning was not a good idea. Takeaways. Things I want to keep doing, and which I have been doing for the most part since last month's challenge. So first of all, I really liked having that whole month of like taking all the extra money and just kind of hoarding it, and then at the end of the month divvying it up if there was extra to extra stuff I wanted to pay or extra stuff I wanted to put into savings. Usually I get paid every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks that's when I get that paycheck, I pay my bills, I kind of get an idea of what I need to spend for the next 2 weeks, and then if there's any extra, that's when I'll split it up. But I really liked doing it at the end of the month because it gave me a bigger chunk of money, which was a little bit more satisfying to say I was able to put $600 in my savings account. Like, that is just really satisfying to say. Plus, if something goes wrong, I have that extra money already in my account. I don't have to feel the guilt of taking it out of my savings account again, because I always feel the guilt every time I have to take the money out of my savings account for one reason or another. The cat got sick, I forgot about the car insurance, and so I have to take that out of my savings account. It makes me feel awful. This way, because most of the money is already in my account, I'm covered. Second thing that I want to keep is to track every day with my expenses. It just really kept me on top, really made me think about, do I really need this item? And stopped me in my tracks, both in July and this month, before I committed to something I didn't really need. So I'm gonna keep tracking what's going on with my finances every day. Another thing that I took away that was a little eye-opening, to say the least, it made me aware that I have a spending issue. A single person should not be spending an average of $1,400 to $1,800 a month on random stuff. And it makes me kind of sick to my stomach to think about all that money that could have easily just been in a savings account, or I wouldn't even have any credit card debt because of it. So it really brought it to my attention, and now that I know that I have this issue, I can work on it. And I am still actively working on it. It's a challenge, but it's one that I'm willing to work on and that I want to work on. So now I know, and now I know what steps I need to take to be better. And that was the whole thing. These challenges was to take me out of my comfort zone, to find things that I want to keep doing or find things that maybe I don't want to keep doing. And this is one of them. That is July. Big success, super happy, gonna keep going. Since we're here, I will update you on August. It is August 24th. We have about another week. Yes, one more week. The August challenge. And for the most part, it's been pretty good. I've been getting 10,000 steps most days. Another thing that I have to plan is on my days off, we're the hardest to get the 10,000 steps. Work was easy. I made it a point every day, like if I'm doing something, to do laps around my store, like every few hours just get up and try to move and keep track of this. I've got this thing on here that tells me to stand up, so if it told me to stand up, I just did laps around my store for like 5-10 minutes. So work is super easy to get those 10,000 steps in. At home, because I am more active, because I do tend to get up and like do cleaning and do stuff around the house, I don't get that reminder to stand up all the time. But also my house is too small for me to be doing laps around the house. I mean inside my house, because it's a townhouse. Like it's gonna be really hard to do laps around my house to get those steps in. So I have to make it a point now, and it's something I have to work on, of going out and planning walks and activities like that on my days off so I can get my steps in. But overall, it's been pretty good. Now, for the plank, I have made it to 40 seconds. Yes, I was super excited. We've still got a week left. I think I can do it. I think I can make it to 60. Yeah, just gotta keep going. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, but yeah, still got some time. And then jumping jacks have been easy. 10 or more jumping jacks. I just do it, and however many I feel like doing. That's been pretty successful. Now, September. I've been thinking about this all month on what I wanted to do for September's challenge. There was a couple different things that I was thinking about, but I finally landed on cultivating a morning routine. Right now, mine is basically get up, shower, throw on some makeup if I have to work, and then grab something on my way to work to eat for breakfast, and then there we are. And then on my days off, I just sleep until however time I feel like sleeping, and then basically just kind of lounge around the house in my pajamas. Or, if it's not too hot, change into some sweatpants. I know that having a good morning routine greatly enhances a person's productivity. It just starts the day out right, and it's something that I really want to work on. So that is what I'm going to do for September. I've kind of scrolled through this. It hasn't been finalized on what I want my ideal morning routine to look like yet, but I have kind of gone through this to see if there's anything that I want to add. So, guided meditations every day. That is something that I really want to get it more into, is meditation. So I re-downloaded the Headspace app, and that way it's only like 3 to 5 minutes, I think, to start, and that should be something I could easily set into. My goal is to wake up at a certain time every day, though that's not in here. I'm thinking 7. I haven't nailed down the exact time yet. I'm kind of gonna do a trial routine like later this week, just to kind of see, like, I'm gonna put a list together, wake up at a certain time, and then try the different things and see what I like, and then that'll kind of commit it to what's gonna happen. But yeah, so guided meditation, stretch. I want to stretch every morning, pull a daily tarot card or oracle card. This one will be twofold for me. I really like the fact that it just gives me like a quiet moment to kind of look at the cards and reflect and get what the world or what the spirit world is trying to tell me. But also I have the new True Black deck that I've had for Oh, it's a little over a year, I think. But I haven't had many opportunities to work with it, so I haven't quite grown that connection with the cards yet. So I think by doing this and doing the daily card draw with that deck as often as possible, I'm going to use my intuition and choose whatever deck I feel like. But trying to lean more into that deck will help me get more comfortable using it. Plus, I'm so scared. It's so pretty. I don't want to hurt it. So yeah, daily tarot cards. And then writing a list each day. I used to do this every morning. I would wake up, make myself a cup of tea, and then just sit, and I had a notepad downstairs where I would drink my tea on the couch, and I'd just write down what I wanted to get done for the day. And that way I would have a list of things, and it was satisfying to be able to cross it off. I don't do that anymore. I don't know how I fell out of this habit, but that is something I'm going to add. Make a cup of tea every morning, take a couple minutes for myself just to sit there, reflect on the day, what I want to get done, and writing a list. So that is definitely going to be on my, I know 100% that is going to be every day for September. I also kind of want to every week maybe try something, and if I like it, I'll keep doing it for the rest of the month. But if I try it for a week and it's just not something that's really pulling me in and like wanting me to keep doing it, I'm not going to force myself to do it for the entire 30 days. But that is my September 30-day challenge, to cultivate a productive morning routine. With that, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys being patient with me and being super supportive with the stuff that I'm doing. I can also promise you that there will be some writing videos very soon. I've got an idea of a series that I want to record, and I should be starting that in a day or two. Kind of excited, kind of nervous at the same time, and kind of just banging my head against the wall. But hey, that's the writing process, isn't it? If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to continue on this writing / self-development journey that I am on, go ahead and subscribe. And it would really help me out if you guys have something in your morning routine that you absolutely love. Go ahead and comment down below anything you think I might enjoy, anything you might want to recommend. Yeah, because I'm still kind of figuring this all out and siphoning all this information I have on how to get a good morning routine going. So any of your advice will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.